Kai'Sa gonna be banned away, but Kha'Zix's gonna be available here for Nigma Galaxy, for Joshi. So either BRU steal this out or they let Joshi take it, and they need to have an answer towards that Kha'Zix, because if they don't, then it's going to be game number 1 all over again.
Yeah. And this is gonna be here Corki being picked up for their side, and BRU wants to answer back and show NGX who's boss with the Ashe. And they're gonna be picking it up themselves with the name Golden Feet on his name. And having the Ashe, that is just very fitting.
Very, very fitting. And also the Alistar still.
I'm liking this though, this development, right? Having the Alistar every time on what the Jess and not prioritizing the Gragas or the Nautilus. That is a good change that I'm seeing here.
Because he's just so good with the Alistar. Game number 1, game number 2 was making the plays, making the proactive vision control as well to set things up for BRU. And even if they lost in game number 1, it was still very, very effective as an Alistar player, as a support here for BRU. This time around, Nigma Galaxy finally going to be able to pick up the Kha'Zix here for Joshi, able to have that backline threat, but they need to be very careful because, again, Ashe Arrows, that's opportunity always laid out for BRU.
Yeah, and with NGX having this Kha'Zix to the Renekton, it's almost the same composition all over again with just changing the Lee Sin and having Aaron on that. Ooh, picking up the Vi so that they won't really pick that up for the second rotation, because so far NGX has banned the Vi and even the Xin Zhao every time, so Valdos doesn't really have a toy to play. But with this change though, they could really have a good chance of going to anywhere. Having the Ashe together with the Vi, that's almost the same composition as what NGX had a while ago, but easier to pull off.
And this time around, Nigma Galaxy might need to ban away the Zeri. Because come 4th pick, it's BRU that's starting the 1st pick, right?
They can go for that.
This time around, they can no longer ban the Xin Zhao and the Vi, because Jungler has been taken already here by BRU as well. And it's a good adaptation that BRU is making right now, because they had taken the Alistar. Now they can ban some of the champions that can shake up the team fighting position of BRU, in which Rakan is one of those champions that we have seen a lot with really good highlights.
Yeah. And with that though, banning the Zeri was perfect, because we have seen the performance from the Well during the last game. And now, moving forward, not a lot of damage potentials from both sides. And even with the, honestly, even with the nerfs from Yone on the patch 4.2a, I think Yone could still be a good pick here for Noelle, so that they would just have a damage in the mid lane.
It's also, you know, making some sense if BRU is going to be trying out the Twisted Fate for Noelle, because this time they have Vi. That is just insane single target lockdown that they have with their jungler, if ever they want to go into that same strat that Nigma Galaxy tried out in game number 2. I'm so excited. What champion are going to be picking up? Looks like they want to get the Fiora first for Tipper. No longer is he picking up champions like a Garen. He wants to step things up.
Is this going to be the change though? Or is this going to go to Valdes? That's what, or rather onto the mid lane. Noelle could really pick this up if ever they're going to go for a Garen on the side of NGX. But no, they're not going to go for that, so that's going to go to Tipper for sure. But what mid laner are they going to use here? As you said, I think one of the things that they could use there is a Twisted Fate. It's going to be good. Even a Swain could be also a good champion here that they could pick, so that NGX would have a hard time moving forward. But the Ezreal! What?
Alright!
Ezreal together with Ashe?
We're really back to the old League of Legends. The Ezreal mid is going to be here as well. And we have seen some games already where Ezreal has been tried out in the mid lane. But this is going to be the first here for BRU and Nigma Galaxy. We have seen a couple of build paths as well on Ezreal in the mid lane. It's just incredible, especially with patch 4.1a, in which Ezreal is now being more highlighted to be a preferred champion. Noelle being one of the first mid laners to try it out in the APAC side is gonna be looking forward to having a great time kiting.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised that APAC has been picking up a lot of the Ezreals, because during the last patch, patch 4.2, not a lot of people have been seeing the value of Ezreal. But come patch 4.2a, having plus 10% attack speeds, extra damage on the Ezreal just changed things for this Ezreal being like the 5th most picked ADC that we have right now in the ranked meta. So this is also good. Having the Ezreal in the mid lane, and if you're fighting against a Corgi, it's not bad. It's not bad. Both of you scale from the mid game to the late game. So that's why this Ezreal pick is also a good one, just in exchange for that Zeri from the side of BRU.
One of the reasons why the Ezreal was not really preferred in patch 4.2 as well is because aside from the damage lacking, the Essence Reaver wasn't at its prime as well. In patch 4.2a, it was actually, you know, buffed up a little bit in terms of the flare cooldown. Instead of 6%, it was put to 6 seconds. It is now 4 seconds. And well, there is a little bit of reduction in terms of damage, but it's the consistent. It's okay as long as we're going back. Yeah. As long as we're going back, it's fine. We're now going back into the game. The players are ready. Let's dive right in.
Yep, and now we're gonna be in the game, back at it, and this is the composition. Let's talk about the win conditions here for both sides, though, right? Because they have the late game scaling of both of their aid, or rather, they have 2 marksmen on both sides, though, but at least on the side of BRU, they have Thipper that could really scale well onto the late game. So what they want to do here on the side of BRU is just to go for pickoffs, use the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the Cease and Desist to their side in order to pick off one and just snowball out of that. And on the side of NGX, they could be a bit more reactive because having the Galio on your side, once they try to go in, you could punish them with one hero's entrance.
This is going to be very crucial though for in the bottom lane because we see Hyde struggling a little bit with the matchup here of the Pure of Thipper, and Nigma Galaxy was already used to Thipper using a Garen. This minor change affected greatly the laning phase here of Hyde, and hopefully Hyde is not gonna be in a big solo kill pressure so far, because if he loses, if he gets solo kill, then that's going to be huge here for BRU. We see what the chess even going here in the bottom lane.
He might go for a... He's doing it again. He's going to flash in here. Then he's going to be pushing back Hyde. I thought he's going to go for it, though, because there's no more honey fruits. Well, that could have been a good chance for them to go for a dive against Hyde. But I think they're not stopping. They have 2 members right here. Demon Kite and Draw Rat are ready. But the Ignite is not enough for him to stop the recall from happening.
Yeah, because the recall still happened and you lost your summon spell.
Yeah, and they even lost that. So NGX, with the rotation that they did on their side, the other team would really answer back in kind, and they're going to do the same thing. Going to be rotating back to the bot side so that there's going to be a Varus versus an Ashe in the bot lane. What I like about this lane, though, is that Ashe doesn't really need a lot of resources compared to the Varus. So even if it loses lane, it's okay, because Ashe is only an Enchanted Crystal Arrow bot at this point in the game.
Yeah, you're more of a utility champion rather than a carry champion. Yeah, you still auto-attack from time to time when it's available. You affect the positionings of your enemy team with your slows as well and your Enchanted Crystal Arrow. But the main carries here are going to be, well, Valus. It's particularly Fiora here of Thipper. And
that damage shows Cease and Desist, and that's going to be it. Hyde might fall down, but the good flash for the timing, though, just she. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow almost got the hit on Hyde, but good reaction from NGX.
They almost got a kill onto Thipper as well. Fortunately, Hyde did not fall down because that would have been very detrimental.
Damage from the Valkyrie. The missile barrage from Aaron almost got the kill on the well. And this is almost always going to be the thing. Advantage onto the mid lane is going to be there because they have more damage on the early game for Noelle. But we're still going to be waiting for that damage to scale up for Aaron.
Like, consistent DPS suits more onto the Corki of Aaron rather than onto Noelle, because Ezreal is basically just a poke champion.
They had a war there. They could have killed the Jess, because one Chain of Corruption, he doesn't have the Unbreakable Will just yet. But because they were off time, they're not going to continue that kill in the bot lane. But again, objectives are going to be coming out. This is a way slower game, a way quieter game that we had during the game 1 and game 2. We still haven't had some kills. Plans have been foiled. But we're going to be waiting for that first objective to come through before we see the all-drawn-out fight on both sides.
Nigma Galaxy being a little bit ahead in terms of gold here against BRU is actually a good sign. No kills will happen, but they're actually ahead by like 1,000 gold against BRU. It shows efficiency on both Aaron, Demon Kite, and Draw on their rotations, on their farming. It's only Valdez getting a little bit of ahead since he is using the Vi compared to the Kha'Zix. lingering down on top lane and bot lane, waiting for an opportunity to strike. But BRU, they can still focus on objectives right now. If they get dragons again, this has been the trend. Teams have to be prioritizing dragons even better than the RH, because, well, RH can allow you to get a tower takedown, but just like in game number 1, wherein Nigma Galaxy was able to get the first tower, it's very much possible. You just have to work on your placements, on your champions, and if you rotate properly and efficiently, you can actually answer back better.
The way slower 10 seconds package has been picked up right here by their Corki. Aaron has been able to take it. With Noel right here on the mid lane, it is still going to be possible for them to try and go for this. Valdez used... Oh no, that's going to be bad though. He used the Bolt Breaker right there. Season Desist. They have the stun coming in with a 2-shot barrage. It's not enough damage onto Aaron. That's not going to be dead. What the Jess was able to flash away, but NGX got the advantage because they saw the Bolt Breaker, but the piercing arrow was perfect from Demon Kite. And now they can go for another dragon onto their side.
It's already a disaster from BRU. Minute 5 when he Vault Breaker into that RH pit. That caused them to lose 2 members, the RH, and potentially the first dragon, Nigma Galaxy. This is the best start.
Okay, that's a good start. Getting 2 objectives on this side. 2,514. That's going to be 1 Ref Herald away from being taken down by the side of BRU. Oh my, that was just a perfect start. They saw Valdez Vault Breaker in. They knew that they can get the kill on
They knew. Their eyes glimmered and with color red, and they easily targeted him down. Even if you flash away, you're still gonna be dead.
Okay, Enchanted Crystal Arrow wasn't able to hit on Hyde, but BRU, even with that setback, we have seen them come back from this game 2, even with the advantage from NGX. 5k gold advantage, they were able to come back from it. And BRU is just starting. They've given 2 objectives again a while ago during game 2 also, but they were able to come back. So let's not really just discount the fact that they could still win this. Valdez is going to be there. Might be able to get 1. Aaron couldn't be able to flash away. They have the hero sentence coming in, pushing him back, but it's not enough draw. It's going to be the target right here. Grand Channel is still going to be there. Flash Bolt Breaker, perfect timing though. Temper would try to get the kill, and he was able to. 2 kills in answer, in kind for the side of BRU.
BRU is still fighting back. Nigma Galaxy going to be spawning up the RH into the mid lane to try and answer back with a tower takedown. This is good. They finally unlock mid lane, but top side is inevitably going to be pushed here by both Valdez and Tipper. And that's a really good proactive play. I hope we get a replay on how it happened, because I thought that Draw was still going to be able to help him out, but he actually got knocked back a little bit with the cease and desist. That's why the follow-up or the defense follow-up wasn't really there, and that allowed Tipper to get the kill onto Demon Guy, onto Aaron, inevitably onto Draw as well.
Didn't really have the vision on that Tri-Burst though, and that's important right there. Tipper! Oh! Perfect timing, Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That could have been a kill if he had the grand challenge there. Valdez gonna be here. Demon Kite is gonna be chased down. He's not gonna be able to run away from this, and that's gonna be enough. We want to take down the top lane tower. They have exhaust on him. Might be able to get the kill, but it's not gonna be enough. NGX is here. The squad might be able to get the kill on them, and that's the cease and desist. Answer in call, the scream from Valdez, but NGX was still able to get the kill on him.
They were still able to call in the battle cry, and the rest of Nigma Galaxy followed up to get the revenge kill onto Valdez. Equalizing the kills now in terms of numbers. Still, Nigma Galaxy is ahead by almost 3,000 gold. The only difference from game number 2 now on game number 3 is that Nigma Galaxy doesn't have an early game comp. Now they have late game insurance with the Varus, with the Corki, and this is the time for them to get more leverage, especially with the initial fight that they have won. Look at the gold that Demon Kite already possesses compared to Golden Feet. Yeah, you have the Essence River that can help you out in terms of additional damage, but Demon Kite has both the Essence River and the Edge of Night. So that is so much protection from the cease and desist of Valdez. It would take maybe even another Ash Arrow for them to just prop up that Edge of Night. That shows so much safety. Now BRU is on top.
Yeah, they had vision inside of Valdez though. That's why he really knew Hyde was able to back away from that. And because they don't really have any objectives just yet, maybe 45 seconds before we go for the next Ocean Drake, that is when we're going to be seeing them. Valdez going to be seen right here on the red buff. Doesn't have any vision on this side of the map, but he was still able to pull it back without vision though. He knew that they're gonna go in.
He knew. He smelled them. He knew that they were there. Not the hostility coming in from Nigma Galaxy. Fortunately, it's just just a minor objective, just a red buff.
Oh no! Oh no! I was able to slice and dice away. True Shot Barrage is gonna be there. What the just went in for the Proto Belt. They're not gonna be able to get close to hide.
That's
two ultimates down though.
Ultimates,
yeah.
Yeah. And in time for Dragon, that means Nigma Galaxy can just start this immediately after this spawns off. And when they get second Dragon, this is going to be very catastrophic because this is Mountain Dragon and Ocean Dragon. That is so much survivability for team fights.
Yeah. Any team that gets this is going to be perfect though. Especially for the side of NGX. If ever they get this, that's going to be perfect for them. Now that they're starting, they're trying to get some space on the side of NGX. Might be able to start this right now. True Shot Barrage is going to be used. No more ultimates for the side of BRU, but it's not going to be needed anyway with the True Shot Barrage. They have the Enchanted Crystal Arrow at the ready for Golden Feet. So if ever they start this, that's going to be good. But they can jump on the well if ever they want to. Remember, he has the Essence Shift, which is why it's scary for NGX to even go there. Valdus charging the Bolt Breaker. Stops it. Wants to go for another one, though. That's going to be the package. Perfect timing. Might be able to get a steal. Knock up with what the Jets. Wasn't able to seal it in the end. And that's going to be the hero side that's onto the back line. No enough damage from their side. Valdus was able to flash away. And NGX still are going to go for it. Not enough damage from their side. They need to flash away from the other. And NGX doesn't able to get any kills. But what was a True Shot Barrage? And that was a kill for the side of BRU. Again, not even able to get any kills for their side. And they're going to chase him down. Pulverize is going to be here, but Aaron is going to be here to help. That's a lot of damage from this man. Valdus is going to fall, but that was just a 1-for-4 on the side of BRU.
Big value for BRU, but still, Nigma Galaxy has taken another scaling objective.
Oh no, Enchanted Crystal Arrow with the Pulverize. What a great communication from BRU. That's all. That's an unofficial ace.
Yeah. And it's all because of what the Jazz again. He is the main playmaker here of BRU. Enchanted Crystal Arrow by Golden Feet also shocked him off guard. Let's check out that replay one more time because the arrow connected here onto Demon Kite, but still the good smite coming in from Jussie allowed to get, you know, good enough sustain for the team fight, able to draw it out even if the fight was very much extended. But Tipper is just so good on this. Fiora was able to have a backline access. True Shot Barrage landed onto Demon Kite at the very end. Jussie tried to answer back, getting one kill, but was not successful, and he got punished here with what the Jess going in. Aaron got the kill onto Valis at the very end, but at the cost of its life as well.
Yeah, good punishment from BRU, and what the Jess. Whenever he sets up these fights, it's always perfect. Even if they don't get the objective, as long as they get the pull, he's always getting the pulverize on the targets that they want. And that's why they have been winning a lot of these fights. Look at that. Even with that kills that they've had, they have really transitioned on giving a lot of those kills to both of their marksmen, which is really perfect. And even now, at this point in the game, nobody could 1v1 Tipper because he has the Defiance under it with the Hullbreaker. That is just perfect. For the side of BRU, it's gonna be hard to fight against this Fiora.
Almost the holy trinity here for the Fiora. If he gets the Blade of the Ruin King, absolutely no. But even a 2v1 will not be enough. You need to send out 3 people just to take him down. Yep. BRU, they know the leverage. They know the lead that they have right now. Even if they don't have 2 Dragon Stacks, if they get the initiation onto a crucial member here of Nigma Galaxy, they can actually turn in.
This is surprising though. They even have Tipper on the top side of the map just to push him out so that they have the Baron. I thought that they're going to go for a TP and maybe push the bot lane so that they don't really have a lot of excuses, or rather a lot of leverage for them to go forward on where Tipper is. Because if it goes to the bot lane, nobody would be able to engage against him. They're going to be forced to send 2 people and they can get Baron easily.
And now this is the build path that I was talking about with the very lots of build path for the Ezreal, but this is something that we have seen a lot actually, especially in the ranked games, in the mid lane specifically. The Gauntlet really helping in terms of the slows, and that causes so much delays on the follow-ups for Nigma Galaxy. It also helps you out to be more tanky compared to the usual AD build, and BRU is able to kite away NGX simply because of that, and that allows Tipper as well to just be confident going in because the backline is safe. Golden Feet is untouchable. Noelle is untouchable. Yeah, Valos can be killed. What the Jess is almost unkillable with the Unbreakable Will. So it's very difficult to actually take down this draft of BRU.
Yeah, it's really hard. Even fighting against Thiffer is gonna be a nightmare for NGX. Even Aaron couldn't even 1v1 him. If he tries to not even get close, the lunges from the Furora is gonna be enough for them to get close, and that's what scares me the most. BRU starting already. They have the timing though, because the mid lane is gonna be pushed here, but everybody knows. NGX knows that this is happening. Half HP already on that Baron. This is gonna be really scary. Just she has been knocked up, but look at the other side. It's gonna be the target right there. A good turn, and that Chisel Arrow would be able to hit on Demon Kite, but the QSS was perfectly timed, and they have 4k HP already on the Baron, and they stopped the plans of BRU from taking that Baron.
And now they are collapsing onto the dragon. They want to take the third stack of this dragon, and this time around BRU cannot actually check. They have no vision on the bot side. River, though, enchanting his arrow, low HP for what Jess and Golden Feed.
They can go for the Baron though. They can go for the Baron if ever they want to, but they're not. They're just giving this dragon for free. Yeah, that was too fast. And now with that, even with the vision right here, they're not going to be able to take that Baron. Their plans have been foiled, and NGX just got a triple dragon.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, that was too close. That was too close.
No follow-up because the rest are in mid lane.
That was scary, man. I'm not really sure what they can do here, because as we said, as almost everybody of us are saying, whenever you get a triple dragon, that is so much scaling. And with the composition right here of NGX, it's a very much needed resistances together with Infernal Jake with the damage. So that's why with this, they have a lot more. So they have the capabilities of fighting against them. Just not a 1v1 against Thiffer.
Actually, everything is almost perfect now in terms of win condition for Nigma Galaxy. The only thing they need to address is Thiffer, because they don't have a champion that can deal with the Fiora. That's the only thing that they have right now. The only problem that they need to solve. Who will go to Thiffer? Can they actually take him down so that they can finally crack the base of BRU wide open? And also maybe take down the Baron. Because lane pressure is still very effective. Even if you're against a scaling composition, if 1v1 you can actually win, then you can affect the whole position of an entire enemy team. And that's what's happening now for BRU. Look at the responses with Aaron and even Hyde going into the bot lane. Look at how BRU is easily able to take a tower into the mid lane without any contest. It's because of the pressure of Thiffer.
Yeah, that was really scary right now. Enchanted Crystal Arrow, just she might die just here. He's gonna be running away even with the hero's entrance. That's gonna be helpful. John's gonna be the target, but they don't have a lot of damage though. But they got the kill already on What the Jess. What the Jess is down. That's perfect. They have it. They're gonna go in. Vald is low HP. They can get the kill on him, but Aaron is still low. Golden Feet is left alone here. He might get chased down. He needs to flash away, but NGX is still moving forward though. They're gonna go in. Thiffer needs to launch away. They still have 4 members. A lot of them are low HP. They got it. Thiffer just goes with a repot. They get into the back line. BRU falls, and they got everybody down, and NGX could end this in the mid lane. They got one. They got everybody. One is left, and Valdez can't defend this. One inhibited turret right here is going to be left alone. He tries to go in, and cease and desist is not enough to end the members of NGX. They have the Nexus Guard. They have the Nexus Shield, but it's not going to be enough because NGX is going to be taking Game 3 against the members of BRU.
They found the opening in the top side river when BRU already spent so much of the